There we go. All right, now we're calling the meeting to order. It's 6:20 and we have a quorum. So we'll do the roll call. Jan Norman, not here. Abby Goldberg.
Abby.
Oh, Abby.
Oh, yeah.
Abby? Yes. Margaret Kirstein. Not here. Mary Lou Splain.
Here.
Alyssa just walked in. I'm here. Emily Britton here. Rebecca Patza here.
Here.
Deb Luznia is here, and Patty Doherty is not. But she will be because this is her thing, so.
I mean, I just was in touch with her.
Okay. So we have no,
Yeah, so let me apologize.
we have no minutes.
I owe you minutes, and once I get them together for 2 meetings and a work session, then I will send it out because people had been interested in advance copies before voting on them in any event.
Hello.
All right. So we have a guest tonight at the table, just the public.
Hello, I'm a community
Observer.
member, and so I'm here to observe what you all are doing,
So
what you're
there's
going to do.
there's no public speak time. So we'll get right to new business, and that is, first on the list is discussing and adopting a mission statement per our work session last month. And who'd like to start that off? That's, this, someone
Do we
wanna,
have
someone wanna?
discussion First, is that right?
We should read it out loud.
Yeah, let's have the.
Okay, the mission statement
Right.
that you sent from Patty's
Right.
notes that we
Yeah.
took the last work session states as follows. Our mission is to promote positive relations throughout Easthampton's diverse population to build a sense of inclusion, community, and pride where community members feel welcome, accepted, and valued.
Anybody want to say anything about that?
Can you read it one more time?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
No, I will. Our mission is to promote positive relations throughout Easthampton's diverse population to build a sense of inclusion, community, and pride where community members feel welcome, accepted, and valued. And I did notice, I forget, I think I was looking on the website for one of the departments, and they do have their mission statement on it. Might be the Historical Commission.
Yes.
So I don't know if all of them do, but it might be something
Once we
we
submit
want to do
it,
once we do
yeah, once we
it.
have it, we say this is our mission statement, maybe they'll
Yeah.
publish it.
So I think it's great. The only thing I'm thinking of is mission statement implies like what is our mission, so I think of verbs, you know?
Exactly.
And the only verb there is promote, which is a good verb, but you can get sort of lost.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the first words and then the rest is all really good. Like the
Yeah.
only thing I'm thinking of is
Maybe
they could have a
another.
little more emphasis on the verb.
So can you
Want me to read it again?
read it one more time?
Well, it's also
Sure.
like, you can almost think of a subsection where, what are the things you're doing that promote, for example? So it's like, that's the main statement, and then in bullets,
But that's vision.
That, yeah.
Well,
'cause we have
but
the vision.
can't it also be part of the mission statement?
You want to keep the mission statement fairly like.
But I agree, something else other than promote, or in addition to,
Yeah.
promote and.
Or can you just read it one more time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Our mission is to promote positive relations throughout Easthampton's diverse population to build a sense of inclusion, community, and pride where community members feel welcome, accepted, and valued.
So we actually do have to build.
We have
instead of-
build, yeah.
Right.
So it could have a period and then,
It does
and then say, so to promote blah, 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 period, and then,
We, the committee intends to build, the committee wishes to build a sense of inclusion.
building, like something very active. We will work to build,
So have the statement as,
working to build.
Working, yeah, I like working.
our
Working to
mission
build.
is to promote positive relations throughout East Hampton's diverse population, period. Is that what you're saying? Is
Yeah.
that what?
Good
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we work to build a sense of inclusion.
Working. We will work. We will work. We are working.
We are working.
We don't work.
We will.
We try.
We're gonna try.
Mission.
We're gonna sort of try. No.
But I think,
Maybe just,
We're gonna give it our best shot.
I sort of.
well, mission statements are aspirational, so I
Right.
think we work.
We
is fine.
aspire to.
we can say, well, so I decided to look at the Historical Commission. They seek,
They,
you know, they
they're
seek
taking-
to
So let's see
accommodate.
if Deb's okay.
Do you need water, Deb?
Okay.
Because there's a sink in there.
Good job, Jane.
and talking. So they seek to educate and they seek to accommodate and they
How
celebrate.
about we will work to build? I like that.
Okay.
I like.
Will work to build.
I like.
It's like I will endeavor to persevere.
And then when we've done it, we can change it to we do build.
Yeah.
So we will work to build a sense of inclusion, community, and pride, where community members feel welcome, accepted, and valued.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
Okay, do you have that on record? What she just said?
I don't have it verbatim.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you?
I think
Yeah,
that's
could-
what we
yeah.
need.
We need it verbatim on your computer so that it can go out.
And then give it back, because I
Right.
have the vision statement too.
So we will, I kind of have part of it. We will work to build
Mhm.
a sense of inclusion, community, and pride, the whole same sentence,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is also in the email.
Right.
Correct.
But it's, yeah.
Yes, something different?
Nope.
No, no,
Just
but
as
just
long
a
as you-
period after,
Mhm.
After, our mission is to promote positive relations throughout East Hampton's diverse population,
period.
Yeah.
We will work to.
to build. Yes, I do have
Okay,
that.
okay, all right, cool.
Okay. So,
So now let's read the
yes.
The vision. I was gonna
wait till
wait
later.
until, but I can, we can start thinking. We envision creating an East Hampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected and empowered.
What's that?
We envision creating an East Hampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected and empowered.
We're not
But
really
isn't there
creating
something
it.
else?
Then
that-
it says by 2023,
Yeah.
we will connect citizens to their government, develop East Hampton as a town of great neighbors, with the G and the N capitalized.
So, do you have a question?
I did, it's gone.
Maybe it'll
You
come
said
back.
something. So, why don't we read it again?
Okay. We envision creating an East Hampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected and empowered. By 2023, we will connect citizens to their government, develop East Hampton as a town of great neighbors.
By 2023, you mean the year 2023? Okay.
Yeah. Some of us might not be here.
That's okay. Just when you do, when you do vision,
Yeah.
you want
You want to
to,
have
you want to have something
Yeah.
that you're a goal.
some good goals.
I actually said 2025, but the consensus, because it usually is a 5-year
Year-
thing.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
happy with moving it back to
Either way.
2025.
Okay.
But at least.
Because that's usually what, like, strategic plans are usually,
Mhm.
Yeah.
a 5-year strategic
All right.
plan.
Does everybody like that? All right, does
Does
anyone?
anybody want to make it 2025 instead of 2023?
Sure.
There was,
I'm
I
optimistic.
think somebody was anxious about 2025 sounding too far away, but
No.
it's not. It's
No,
already
I-
2020.
that's a
I
good
think
goal.
2023 sounds too far away. But I
No, I
understand
think
too,
it-
y'all are still working.
I think 2023.
Excuse me, I think you're still just working, you know, so I understand that, but it's like, we haven't heard anything from you, and I think you've been forming for a year.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No? Okay.
I think
6
2023 is too
Okay.
ambitious, 2025
Okay.
makes more sense.
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody, we're not following any kind of rules of meetings right now, throughout, we're doing this like a work session.
Okay.
We've never followed the rules, actually. Like, if you want to speak as a guest, I'm not sure you can just add into our conversation.
So I should- Okay, all right,
Because
okay,
we do provide a place for you to speak.
okay.
So if you want to like just kind of take notes, and then you can come and tell us next
And
time.
then come back to
a public speak and say,
Yes.
I think you ought to do this. And that's fine, and that's what we want.
Okay,
Yeah.
The other thing about meeting protocols is that there's that, if you watch meetings, there's that recognizing people to speak in a public meeting. And so I just want everybody aware that we're not following meeting rules. Not that I care, but,
I
it's
appreciate that,
it's
and I
probably-
apologize, yeah.
we may be forced to as we go along and get more professional about this. But we're all volunteers, so.
So anyways, I like 2025 because I like 5-year vision plans and I like numbers, so that is my vote.
Doesn't mean like we can't
Do it before.
get to things.
right, I wouldn't,
All these things we want to do
Right.
when we get down to the nitty gritty of wanting to do, like Deb's vision for
Yeah.
the Great Neighbors thing and all that, doesn't mean, well, it's
Yeah.
too early for that, so let's just not do it. Yeah, no. We-
I agree.
Yeah.
We should always keep in mind that we are evolving.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway there yet, so all of these things. So this is a great place to start. So anyone want to motion to adopt?
do we want to add anything else in the
No, don't.
2025?
Are you okay?
Yeah, for some reason, I used to see 3 bullet points. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we couldn't come up
We
with
couldn't
one.
come up with one.
I was like,
May-
man.
And I know. I think
Statement.
Oh, vision.
Even when I-
Vision or vision?
No, we
No,
did
no,
mission.
Okay.
Would you like me to read both? I can
Even-
read both again. Is
even
that
when I
No,
did
yeah,
it,
let's-
I
let's hear
left
it
a
again.
blank bullet note.
So the
case somebody
mission
came up with
statement, which I
something.
think we've all agreed on.
Let's take them one at a time then.
Okay, our mission is to promote positive relations throughout Easthampton's diverse population. We will work to build a sense of inclusion, community, and pride, where community members feel welcome, accepted, and valued.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay. And then,
So let's
Well, let's stay there.
Okay.
let's
Does
get one
anyone
done.
want to motion to vote on this?
I'll make a motion to accept the mission
Well, that
statement.
would be, all right. I guess
Right,
we're
aren't we
gonna-
doing motion? Am
Motion to
I doing it right?
Okay, all right.
I'll make a motion to accept the mission statement as stated.
Who seconds it? Okay, and so,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, mission statement's adopted.
All right. So, and I think we're
Now,
still.
we go on to the vision.
Statement. So, we envision creating an Easthampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected, and empowered. By 2025, we will connect citizens to their government, develop Easthampton as a town of great neighbors, and
So the other thing we talked a lot about was connecting people to each other, but I think what we decided was that was sort of covered under this great neighbor idea. So, and the connecting people to the government was supposed to cover sort of this idea that people don't know what's going on, and we were gonna help facilitate that. So I don't know what else, and so those two things seem to cover all the things we talked about that we wanted to do, but we can come up with something else.
What about,
Expand.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what you said about connecting the government, but maybe we could expand that to say like community events and, like, so like, for instance, that a lot of the things that happen around town that aren't getting I guess that to make, puts us in like a PR role, never mind.
Well, I went in the same vein, I was gonna say, can we say something about outreach?
So that's so the way I think it is like, it's between people and government, people and people. And then if we wanted to have a third one, it could be people and us.
Yeah,
Look,
so that's
right,
our
like-
outreach, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So look for ways both to, establish relationships, outreach, but also to help people feel comfortable coming
Connect people
to
to
us.
government.
And then you have all three.
So what would we be doing then? Providing or serving as,
Right.
serve as a
Conduit.
conduit to what?
Or liaison, or.
I like conduit.
But what are we a conduit to?
Well, I think it's not just that. It's also input. We're
Right.
receiving
Yeah,
feedback. We're
yeah, it's
Sounding resource.
well, it's a
Right.
line, it's a direct line to us on the fringes of what, the actual government, to the people on the fringes of town. So that, that becomes their communication conduit.
But I think it's more than that. It's also hearing concerns. It's not just like we take the information and we pass it on. It's also
Right.
receiving.
But that's not in the first two bullets?
Connect citizens to the government, great neighbors.
Yeah.
But no, I get, I hear what you're saying, I'm trying to like
And that feels important.
crystallize
It feels
the
actually
word.
like an important
Like, give people a voice,
Yeah.
or a place to be heard, or serve as a place,
Provide a place.
to serve as
Or a
a
resource.
resource for citizens to, but that's connecting people to their government. But I get where we're sort of going with this.
Just like listening with an open mind, but what are we doing with that information, I guess?
Well, it's like serving as an outlet for people to voice their concerns
Yeah.
and provide input about the city.
I think, I think it's I think folks being able to give us feedback is really important about like a multitude of things.
Right.
Whether it's how they find out what's going on, how they connect with their, whatever, they don't know how, concerns about their taxes, like who do they go to? Like I think I just don't know really how to say it. So serve as a
Resource?
Listen, like sounding board, resource. Just keep brainstorming.
What's the function? What are the three functions in the mission statement? Can we
I see.
just outline those?
Build sense of inclusion, community, and pride, where
Yeah.
community members feel welcome, accepted, and valued.
And what was the second one? That was both,
That was the
That's the
mission
mission
statement. Is that what you're asking, or are you asking the vision
no,
statement?
the vision,
Connect citizens to their government,
right.
develop Easthampton as a town of great neighbors.
Oh, okay, that kind of throws us off the track.
I happen to just
That should be first.
open,
Develops Easthampton as we can put them in whatever order we want.
Yeah.
I opened my book and just am looking at Cambridge, who says they will do this by providing opportunities for honest dialogue and engagement, and by building bridges across communities to better understand and connect with one another. So this last point,
Yeah,
we're
so
saying what
building
we will do.
bridges, Yeah.
Provide opportunities for honest dialogue, engagement, and by building bridges across communities to better understand and connect.
How would
I
we
like
do that? How would
Well, the how is what
Well,
we're
we'll
gonna.
work on that.
That's what we're gonna develop.
All right.
We don't know that
The
yet.
building bridges.
That may
I
take
think
us
is-
another year to figure that out.
The building bridges across communities, I mean, I think they're talking about communities within Cambridge,
Mhm.
is sort of covered under Great Neighbors.
Yeah.
But say the part about, the part right before that, about
Yeah, so.
a
this is-
dialogue.
Yeah, this is in a sentence that says we do this by providing opportunities for honest dialogue and engagement.
We'll provide
an outlet,
Conduit.
something like
I'm
that.
gonna go
So
back
what's-
to conduit. I love
So
conduit.
providing opportunities, we don't like that?
Do you want to provide a conduit for honest dialogue and engagement?
Or opportunities, whatever you like.
Conduit implies that we're taking it and it's going somewhere else. So opportunities is just, we're
It
here.
could just be us, yeah.
Or it could be, with
You
a,
really like conduit.
Opportunity.
well, with a
We do
sub,
opportunity and
see, there's the
conduit.
big fuse box and then there's the sub panel. We need a sub panel.
Well, we could provide, I like opportunities. We could provide an opportunity right here. And I think as we think about things, we can either see if we can arrange for or
Yeah,
encourage others to set up. I mean, I think various ways of educating the community would be really a helpful thing. I was just thinking it's too bad if, with some foresight, if we could have educated the community about tax increases and how
That's
they hit
literally
you.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking about on my way here.
Yeah, wouldn't you love to?
I was thinking that would, if we were where we were, it would have been a perfect
Yeah.
role, actually. I was just thinking.
I was thinking about that when I was
And
reading
it
all the
seems
back
like
and
we're
forth.
looking at stormwater too.
Oh, the stormwater, the increase on the water bill for stormwater, right? Like Northampton.
I think that's in the works, yeah.
I think it is in the works, and if you've looked at some of the numbers, they're pretty frightening.
Oh, I haven't looked at the numbers, but anyway. But I don't mean to distract, because it's sort of, this is an example of something where community education, I think, would have helped, because, there's a way that 4 quarters get billed, and the first 2 are estimates, and so the last 2 are higher.
Right.
So maybe, I don't know
So-
if this gets back into one of the other ones, but it's both hearing, but it's also facilitating, communication, and also more a translational role of taking information and giving it to the community.
So providing opportunities for whatever dialogue, open
Honest.
dialogue.
You can modify that, but yeah.
And so facilitating, how about facilitating communication and providing opportunities for honest dialogue?
The only thing is, I just think we might want to be careful about not setting ourselves up for being like the PR arm of every department here in the city. Where we're, the Parks and Rec has some whatever, and we'll give it to them and they'll,
Yeah,
I could see that really kind
I
of
don't see
running
us
away from ourselves.
having to listen to people gripe about taxes.
Yeah, exactly, and I think we have to be careful to not
That's
set it
not
up that
our
we're the dumping
department.
But
ground
that-
for.
But we could get out in front of those things and promote, get information out there before people, it's not what, I don't think what we're saying is people would be coming in and we would be listening to their complaints, but we can help facilitate getting information out to the community.
Yeah, but what Deb was saying is that if we don't word it right, that's exactly what we're gonna get, is people showing up here to complain about taxes.
Yeah.
Or that we'll end up with a job of being the PR arm for
Right.
every function in the city, and which I don't think is really what we're supposed to do.
No.
It's not really
That's
our
definitely
mission.
not our job.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's job.
But even to take on the tax issue specifically as an example, I get how that, would make for a better sense of community if people were more informed. But I'm not sure we should actually take on a specific task like that.
Yeah.
I think that's opening a can of worms.
Oh, yeah.
But it might have been, it's tough because it's a communication thing, and I
Right.
think that'll help, but if we foresaw, gee, this is coming down, and maybe we would advise somehow
The mayor's office,
departments of the
tax
city to do something more than what they did, or to say, listen,
Yeah. I
I
think
think it really should come from
our
them,
role
yeah.
would be to sponsor an event, like a tax forum, for people who want to come and learn about how city taxes work. And we could sponsor that.
We're not necessarily going to be the ones.
No, we're not going to
educating
educate them. No, we're going to bring in the people who actually
Right.
make those or create those taxes
To
Yeah.
explain.
to come in and explain. But we could be a sponsor of an event. So we're telling the people,
That makes sense.
hey, come to this. That
seems like it's
And that's-
within the
and
role.
that's-
yeah.
And that's,
But
That ties into citizens and their government.
Mhm.
yeah.
piece, so.
In this case, I rather regret that I just didn't even think, because I have some knowledge about how the quarters are billed. And, I mean, if I could go back in time, I'd want to raise it to somebody that as we're coming into July and August, to let the people know that we're looking at a tax increase and that the first 2 quarters are going to be too low, so that the others are high and people could budget, you know, but.
Well, and
that's all.
I think it
That's
also
all.
was the increase in the tax rate in and of itself, going up by
Yeah.
$2+
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to,
Anyway.
I have to intervene, we're off topic.
Go ahead.
Let's get
We are
back
off topic.
to a vision statement. Do we have one yet?
So I think what we're saying is we want to be able to be here to hear what people are saying. That's, because I think that connecting citizens to their government covers
Right.
us sponsoring a forum.
Yep.
Like, that's what we're
Okay.
doing. We're saying, look, if you guys want to know what's going on, we're holding this forum where you can come to our meeting and come to public speak. So we're saying that with connecting people to government.
So what was so can we, how can we say what you just said in less words?
We're already doing that. I think we're trying.
She's saying we're
Yeah.
already connecting citizens to their government.
Yes.
And
No,
explaining
no,
how.
the final thing,
I think we could say
facilitating
The-
the
promote-
opportunity.
Provide opportunities.
provide opportunities for open and honest dialogue, period.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
I think that's what we
Okay.
said, we're saying.
All right. Let's hear
Is
it.
there another
Let's hear
word
the whole
other than
thing.
honest?
Okay.
Or
I
open
guess
dialogue?
the only
I'm
question,
trying to think of another word besides honest. Just because that sort of, I don't know.
Yeah.
throws
Did everyone
into-
watch the video about the pizza guy, the pizza company?
Yes.
Good.
Open dialogue,
Open dialogue.
Just open.
provide opportunity for open dialogue. Yeah, we don't want people being too honest.
I
I
guess,
can't think of anything else right now.
I guess I'm trying to envision, so what would happen? People would come to us and dump their pail about whatever? And
Yes.
then what are we gonna do with that?
Well, the format for that is already established. We have the public speak.
Right.
So they bring it up. We don't have to do anything about it. What we do is in the meeting, we take what they said, and then we can discuss it and decide if it's important enough to put on the next month's agenda, or if it's important enough to bring to the attention of another committee or department. So that's
We're
the
never gonna- we're never
facilitation
gonna
role.
know.
That's the facilitation role that's already set up.
So we're facilitating information, we're not actually,
If it belongs in another department, that's our job to say, you know, okay, we're gonna direct you to these people.
okay, so just, can I do a hypothetical?
Can I say one thing? Just because we did have, so we had a young man come in and he had some ideas about ways to, that perhaps the city could get the word out about, like, yes, the committee meetings are listed on the website, but was there some IT fixes to better communication with people? And so we listened to what he had to say, and then I think Jane or
Yep,
somebody
we
else
brought it to
went
the mayor's office.
and brought it to
Yeah.
the mayor's office and said, hey, this is what came to us, and then that was
Mhm.
us.
Conduit.
Conduit.
Thank you.
So we,
So, okay, so.
We heard.
so to give a hypothetical
gave-
Okay.
because I just wanted to give you a, like, sort of a, what
Okay.
actually happened.
So we're like facilitating, like,
Mhm.
with information.
Right, but I want to hear
Community
your
related.
hypothetical. I want to hear your hypothetical.
Oh, no, I was just thinking, like, if someone comes with a complaint about some sort of discriminatory behavior they experienced in our city.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Now that has been brought up, and that one, we would involve the police.
And we have a,
We have
Liaison.
a liaison from the police department, because that's an important one. And that's why that police liaison was created. So if there's any kind of,
we have someone to talk to.
we have
to relay the
someone, yes, and we can bring that one in and then get their, you know, they'll direct it from there,
Okay,
whether they have to act or not.
okay.
So that, but that's why we're here as well. If someone did come in with that, we want to know about it.
Right. Okay.
And,
I'm with you.
and we may get into discussions about it and bring it up, and it may become a meeting, you know, it may become an agenda item if something like that did come up, but we would definitely involve the police.
We're not gonna always know what we're gonna be doing before
Mhm.
we've heard the issue, right? Yeah.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
every meeting's
Yeah.
gonna be
We're gonna have to-
part of our
We're gonna
evolution.
have to brainstorm on the issues. That's why we're not
Mhm.
allowed or supposed to give an answer right away. We just take the information.
And then put it on the
Yeah.
agenda item for the next.
So,
for the next
anyone
meeting.
motion to accept? the
Do you want me to read it again?
Yes, one more time.
We envision creating an Easthampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected, and empowered. By 2025, we will connect citizens to their government, develop Easthampton as a town of great neighbors, provide opportunities for open dialogue. I took out the honest. Do we want the honest?
No.
No, for open dialogue.
Okay.
I think that's good, because the bullets kind of echo a little bit of what the sentence says,
Mhm.
but a little bit more.
Yeah, I like it.
Do we want them in that order? That's the only.
I think
I like-
it read well.
I think we should provide opportunities first,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then connect citizens to their government, and then develop Easthampton. I guess I would still love to have a different verb than develop Easthampton.
Hey,
Because
can-
that's sort of like, are we really doing that?
Right. Can
You know
you
what I
read it
mean?
one more time? I'm
Sure.
sorry.
Mhm.
We envision creating an Easthampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected, and empowered. By 2025, we will provide opportunities for open dialogue, connect citizens to their government, develop Easthampton as a town of great neighbors.
Encourage, support,
Yeah, I don't like develop either.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will support,
facilitate.
facilitate.
That's, yeah, I was kind of hung up on, by 2025,
I'm
we're
looking
going to
up
have this
synonyms.
definitive situation going on.
Oh, we'll have it.
And then the word empowered, when we say that, when we describe that we want to have people,
Have a voice, are connected, and empowered.
so what do we mean by empowered? Empowered how? In
So,
what way?
To be heard,
Feel that they can
Yeah.
have a voice.
Feel like
That they
can.
yeah.
because that's an empowerment in itself. Like, a lot of people feel that they're not heard, their voice doesn't mean anything.
And what were the other words you used before empowered?
Have a voice, are connected, and empowered.
Have a voice, are heard, and feel connected.
Feel empowered.
Feel
I
empowered.
like empowered, power to the people. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, we want people to vote.
Feel empowered. As opposed to are.
Feel empowered, that would be
Feel
good.
empowered.
Yeah, you might not be empowered, but at least you feel that way.
Right, right. Yeah.
Maybe that helps.
So in which all members
Well,
have a
because what we
voice.
don't want is people to feel like they are not.
Right.
Mhm.
That, okay.
That's good. I think that's
So,
good.
we envision creating an Easthampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected, and feel empowered.
Oh,
I like that
perfect.
better.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then we just need a different word
More
than
for
develop.
yeah.
Did you get that?
Support, aid.
I like
Yeah.
encourage.
I got it right here.
Encourage
Yeah.
Encourage Easthampton.
To be,
To be a town of great neighbors. Encourage.
To support Easthampton in its
Yeah.
quest to become a town.
That's good, that's perfect.
Support
What's
the
that?
quest.
Yeah.
We need a quest.
Right, Johnny Quest. Support
I love it.
Easthampton in its quest.
I like that.
In
That's-
its
That's-
quest
That's very
To
nicely.
be a
to
community.
become a town,
City.
a city.
You like quest over journey?
Journey.
How
neighbors.
What up?
How about,
Quest seems very,
Yeah.
wow, very ambitious.
How about path?
Like an HBO.
On its path to
Yeah.
becoming a
Easthampton
town.
Quest.
That's very.
how
So,
about,
hang on. So,
how about a community of great neighbors? I mean, do you want to get into the town, city?
Oh.
Community of great neighbors is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
that's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Easthampton,
Like it.
on its path to becoming a community
Yeah,
of
that's
great
good.
neighbors.
Lost the
Quest seems like we're gonna conquer
Sorry.
something. That's all.
yeah.
Sort out.
Quest could raise some
For the
eyebrows.
whole
Quest is a good science fiction title.
Well,
You know,
that's
that'd
where I
be
live.
great.
That's
Yeah.
where I live.
I know.
Okay.
This is all sci-fi.
So how
to
does
me.
this sound? Support Easthampton on its path to become a community of great neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah. So can we just have Rebecca read it from what she has? 'Cause that's what we should be voting on, just to make sure it's
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Okay, sure. The vision statement I have is, and you can correct me, but we envision creating an Easthampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected, and feel empowered. By 2025, we will provide opportunities for open dialogue, connect citizens to their government, support Easthampton on its path to become a community of great neighbors, capital G, capital N.
On its path to become a.
To becoming.
You want becoming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
So can I, well, I'm sorry, leaking in the neck. One question, I probably missed this when I was coughing my lungs out in the hallway. But the 2025 thing, I'm just wondering, do we feel the need to have the date there? I'm just thinking, like, a lot of these things we can do now, you know, like we can work on all this now.
That
Yeah,
just,
you did
that
miss
just
that
shows
conversation.
how we're thinking forward. It just, it's a 5-year plan, which is very ambitious.
It's
So,
Because usually a 5-year plan is different than a mission statement and different than
well,
a
a vision statement usually has a date attached. Not a mission statement, but a vision
Yeah.
statement will often have like a goal
Right.
to give it kind of a.
But
So-
it seems like most everything in the vision statement is a process. We're working on
Yeah.
something.
well, that's why we're
So to
giving
say
us
that
5
We're gonna
years.
work on, like,
Yeah.
it'll take us 5 years to do anything, it kind of feels like, as opposed to.
Well, it doesn't mean we can't do things.
Mhm.
We
Well,
can't get
and
them
then,
done.
but I see where you're going, because this, to me, these 3 things are things that we will continue to work on.
After that 5-year point.
But you
And
might
and it's a process of continuing to work on that, and so a lot of times, I don't know, like, there's an end date for a goal, and this one is not gonna be I mean, you're not gonna, so.
Well, a projected date doesn't imply an end time.
An end time? For some people it would.
Yeah, like something's gonna be complete.
To me, it actually
Yeah.
more seems at 2025, then this could be just my reading, but then we revisit this and maybe we slightly alter the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that
So
make
vision,
sense?
yeah, what I was gonna say is vision statements can change. Mission statements you don't change, but vision statements can
Right.
change.
So at
We
that
could
point,
change
we
it
might.
annually, we could change it anytime we want, really.
Right, it just gives like a point of reference.
And our assignments here our terms are 3 years.
Yeah.
So then would it even make more sense to have it reflect our group's term? Like what we're doing for 3 years?
Presumably there'll be some hopefully staggering, because I don't think that's a wise thing to have people rotate off at the same time.
Yeah.
That's
A whole
really
new committee
silly.
would be bad.
Mhm.
You could always have some people staggered terms.
Yeah, I didn't know we had.
I think
It's
we
crazy.
all are off at the same.
Yeah.
Well,
But my
yeah, we all
guess would
came
be-
on because we're the original
But,
group.
right, but then
She
we
should
still
keep two
have
people.
2 more, well, I guess
Right.
1 slot still to officially fill.
But the smart thing to do would be keep
Mhm.
2 or 3 people
Yes.
on for
Yeah.
the same, for 4 years.
I guess I'm just not sure of the value, the significance of, I don't think you have to have a date, like this is our mission, this is what we're gonna do. I totally get if we wanna have 1-year goals, 2-year goals, 5-year goals, I totally get that. But I'm not sure, to me, it doesn't have a lot of meaning or context to it. It feels like it's just being put out there, you know?
Mhm.
To to say
whole
that
committee's
it's gonna
just
take
being
5
put out
years.
there.
I know, but I just about the meaning of that particular date. It just, to me, I kind of think, oh, well, why? Because there are things that are kind of ongoing. They're action elements that are going to be a process. So there is no end final, like, we're not going to have, you know, every person in this community being the best neighbor they can be and trained that way in 5 years. You know, we're not going to, that's never going to actually happen. You know what I mean? We're going to strive for that, but.
But isn't that the point? The date implies
How about-
striving for this goal.
What if we put, or is this silly to put in, by 2025, we will, what was the word you just said?
Strive.
Strive to.
I just like a
In
date
that.
where then we can look back and say, all right, are we doing our job
Yeah.
to connect citizens to
It's-
government? If we're not in 5 years, then let's change something, let's add something, let's take something away.
I'd be
And
more
then
up to
for
say
the-
like, okay, if we're gonna do it for that reason, let's make it 1 year or 2 years. Let's not wait 5 years.
No, we're not waiting, we're starting tomorrow.
No, I know, but to evaluate how we're
but-
doing, if that's the point.
Yeah.
Is to have a point of evaluation, which you can do at any time. I mean, we could annually change the mission.
Where did it imply evaluation?
Well, I don't think we would want to do that.
Yeah.
But, anyway, I hear your argument. I just went with what I know of vision statements.
But what if we did something like, we will, provide opportunities, connect citizens, support Easthampton, and then a final sentence that says, we will strive to achieve the above on an ongoing, continual basis with 2025 as our, envisioned, I don't know,
Goal.
great neighbor.
Recognizing myself,
product,
yeah.
whatever, something like that.
Does anyone want to table this and get more submissions? Who wants to go home and write up one?
I could,
I mean,
So what are we hung up on? Just the date?
Just the fact that there's a date in there. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
I don't
the impression
understand
I'm
that.
getting.
I don't,
Oh, could I
I don't really know why, but it doesn't matter that I don't know why you object to the date, because it means nothing to me. It's just, it's a 5-year throw out there, like, within 5 years, that's our goal. So we're gonna do everything we can to make it, to do that, but we don't know what we're gonna be up against. There may be one part of that takes 6 or 8 years, and then we might have the first part of it done, and we have a great form in 6 months. But it's arbitrary. It's totally arbitrary.
Well, it's not completely arbitrary. As we talked about before, is that, very often there is, you make 5-year plans as for your organization to make sure that you're moving forward. And as you're moving closer to that date, it gives you the opportunity to reflect back and make sure that you're on track for that. And if those things, if those goals, if that vision is still what the vision is. So for me personally, the way I operate is by setting, for goal setting, to me, it's important to have a time that I'm getting to that goal. And it doesn't mean that if we don't get there, we failed. And it doesn't mean that if we get there sooner, we're done. It just means that this is, we're trying to build, we're trying to build this committee and put some structure to it. So for me personally, having a little more structure is helpful to keep in mind. And so one thing also that is important to do at times, especially because this is so new, we may want to have a meeting in a year where we're like, whoa, we need to like sit and reflect on what our vision and what our mission statements are and where we're at, because maybe we've been overwhelmed with, things that we didn't expect or so they help. The reason why we wanted to do these before we started moving forward was to give ourselves some structure, and I think that's what the date does. I think it gives us. I don't think it needs to be. I don't think it needs to make us feel like super responsible to it, but it gives us some structure for where we want to go and when we want to get there. And that's why I think organizations put those types of dates in, because ideally this is where we want to be in 5 years.
So after hearing that, is there anyone who still objects to a date?
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
And I'll go.
I have to
for
go in a minute though. I got a kid upstairs who's wants to go do her Spanish homework. So.
And if you all want to go at the 2025, that's fine with me. But I just wanted to suggest, what about putting it 3 years out, since that's when we're collectively going to be changing hands or be done or re-upped or whatever. That's kind of like a critical time, 3 years from now when our terms expire.
And that did come up, and that was how we started this.
Right.
But you were out of the room.
Oh, sorry.
But no, don't be sorry. I'm glad you're all right.
So we did. So I believe there was somebody at the meeting last time was like, because I put 2025 and they said 2023, and we were like, whatever,
If
2023.
you leave, we have to adjourn.
Well. Okay.
Oh, no, we don't. Oh, no, that's right. We have more than, more people came in.
And I had 45 minutes and I had to come right here from another meeting, so sorry.
Well,
Good luck.
just mark that on there that she left early. Demerits.
You bring the cookies next time.
So the reason why we went back to 5 was just because, to me, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And again, it's just what it's just what I've always done.
Well,
which
and
doesn't mean anything.
I think it also gives if we put it on whenever our term expires, whenever that is, that doesn't have the vision for longer than that in my mind.
Right.
I think
It's not, I'm not saying it correctly, but
it sets up whoever comes in after us to have a starting point, where we
Right.
have an added
Yeah,
starting
no,
point.
I agree, and that's why I was for the 25 in the beginning. I like the longer vision.
Yeah.
I like the long game.
Yeah.
How we develop between now and then is not foreseen. But, so I think we should vote. Okay. Should we vote on 25 or 23? Make
Just
it
vote
all
on
fair for everyone, or just vote on whether we want a number or not?
I think you just vote on the statement itself, and then if not, none of us, if it gets voted down,
Okay,
then we have to
well,
go back.
what does the statement have in it, 25?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone, someone motion to accept?
Should we read it
Yeah,
again?
you should read it one more time.
Okay,
Rebecca should read.
Rebecca, you should read it.
yes.
We envision creating an Easthampton community in which all members have a voice, are connected, and feel empowered. By 2025, we will provide opportunities for open dialogue, connect citizens to their government, support Easthampton on its path to becoming a community of great neighbors.
Okay.
Very nice.
All in favor of adopting,
Well, motion.
oh, somebody motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the vision
Okay.
statement as read.
Somebody second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Now we take a vote. All in favor of accepting this, say aye.
Right.
Okay, no?
No, I said aye.
Oh,
Just didn't raise her hand.
Anybody abstain?
no. All right, so unanimously,
Don't even.
Unanimous.
thank you, adopted.
Yeah, you did want an LY in there, no big deal.
Right, okay, so it's 7:10, we've got 5 more minutes.
You know what, this agenda says to 8:15.
Yeah,
Did we
it
want
did.
to do
I know,
that?
that's what.
No, it does, oh, that was, I forgot to do that.
I think that's from the last meeting.
That was from the
that
last,
was a
yeah,
mistake.
my
Oh.
mistake.
I was,
I was supposed to put 7.
We thought, hey, we're meeting longer.
When I make these up, I use the previous one, and I just
I know,
redo it
I know.
and
I
copy
decided
it.
to.
Yeah.
And I forgot to take that out. My fault.
I know.
It's not till 8:15, it's 7:15.
Well,
So, okay, anybody, does anyone want to go, keep our adopted date, per month, the second Tuesday? Do we want to go back to that, beginning next month?
Oh, gosh. I think, well, when is the second Tuesday next month?
great.
Because what happened last month was, it was
Oh, I'll be
a
here.
horrible
Good.
situation of herding cats.
Right.
To try to get everybody to this meeting.
I know.
And I don't want to do that every month.
no, I think that's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you like cats.
I love cats,
Yes, I
but
would
have you
be
tried to
here
herd
on
them?
yeah.
What are we
Yeah, I-
They're
asking?
even worse.
The second Tuesday.
Second
whether we
Tuesday
should
is
do
what we
second
adopted in the
Tuesday.
beginning, but it turns out some people cannot make it.
On the second one?
The second is fine with
No, I
me
thought the second
now.
one was the majority could.
Yeah, and that actually.
Yeah, so that
they
was it. All
switched
right, so,
our- Yeah,
all
don't
right,
worry
so
about it.
we're
Second-
going back to the second Tuesday of the month,
Yeah,
Good.
okay,
that'll
as
that'll be good.
our standard, so we don't have to vote
So
on it.
February 11th?
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
That's good,
All
because I
right.
asked
And
my book
that's-
club to
so,
move their date.
so we are adopting, so we are putting out that the next
6:15.
meeting will be the February 11th at 7:15. 6:15, sorry. 6:15 to 7:15.
See?
Okay, and the final 2 minutes here. Anybody getting tired of us yet? Do you want term limits for the chair and the vice chair?
No.
I am a little concerned that the minutes didn't get done. I'm just a little worried about that. So hopefully it won't keep happening, right?
Ooh.
Because
So far, this
Fine.
is the first time?
To be
My
honest, like the
goodness.
longer we go, the more we're gonna forget, so it's gonna be
And-
difficult to even
and isn't-
approve them.
And isn't there, I thought there was
A rule about
a
it.
rule about it,
Mhm.
about how far out.
I would assume so.
There is, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
No, there
I
was.
don't remember.
No,
There's a
I don't
certain date
remember,
that
but
has
I
to
do
be-
remember the, being told that other committees are 6 months behind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe that's what I
And
remember.
that we are the most conscientious group of committee members.
Okay, okay.
They keep bringing that up.
Huh,
Um,
okay.
But I don't think we should assess blame to anyone for.
I'm not blaming.
Well, I'm sorry for not having them today. And there's one approved set that I think can go on the
Yeah.
I think,
Easthampton
yeah,
page, but you think you'll see that
I think it's already there.
there's a lot of them there.
Yeah.
What do other committees do with chairs and whatever?
They didn't give us a straight answer on that one.
Okay. In
Because I
terms
was
of,
trying to get,
like-
am I here for 6 months?
I feel
What's
like
going on?
I feel like when we met with Nicole, she was like, "You guys can do whatever you want to do."
Right.
So I guess we can do whatever we want to
So
do.
when did we start this? Are we at 6 months yet?
No, nope.
No?
For chair and co-chair?
Yeah.
No, because that was only.
No, not
Are
30.
you trying to sit down already?
No.
I'm teasing.
On the school committee, it's, the chair is in place for the entire length of the term.
Term.
Oh,
Meaning what, a school year?
the 3 years.
So,
Oh.
well, school committee's 2 years, you're on for 2 years, so
I see.
the chair is chair for 2 years.
I see,
Alright.
I see what you're saying.
Okay. I just think if there's always the option of impeachment. So,
Yeah.
feel free.
Does that have to go before the
But,
Senate?
but I'm not sure you can impeach yourself.
No, I would just hope that someone
I-
would step up.
I would think that I mean, I would think that we would want some consistency in the chair.
I'm not
At least-
trying to leave.
No, I know, but at least for, at least for a year. But I would also say that perhaps, if the chair feels they need to step down, then that would be
Yeah.
fine. And then we
Yeah.
would just have to, somebody else
Yeah,
would have to do
and
it.
that's not the case.
Right.
I do feel that we don't get enough guidance as far as when I brought up, we're not running by the rules of a committee. This is
Yeah.
pretty, slapdash. And I think, frankly, I don't attend other committees, so I don't know if they, if they're
not.
strict to the rules, if they, recognize people,
I think that,
whatever that is.
yeah, I mean, what I've seen is like, the school committee is very very structured,
Mhm.
city council's
So
very
it's very
structured.
structured,
Those
yeah.
sort of elect, those
Mhm.
ones. But the other ones, like the finance committee and,
Mhm.
the few things that I've had to present at, they're just like this,
Okay.
a lot.
It doesn't have to be quite so formal either when you've got a smaller group, It's-
Right.
It's easier to
Yeah.
just talk to each other.
Yeah,
I do
I
think-
think the day comes, if the day comes when we have 6 people who have come to speak, I think we're gonna have to
The
get
timekeeper
pretty strict.
and-
Yeah, we'll have to get, play by the rules a little more
Well,
and
that's what
try
I
to
was gonna say,
organize it.
the public speak part has to be followed,
Mhm.
but this is.
Our discussion can just be an open discussion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's good.
Unless you don't want somebody to talk and don't pick them, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I do want to just say too, we did talk at the work session that while an hour is a really great time, and I am really a strong believer in having that structure
Mhm.
and not going past it, I do think we did talk about being able to say, hey, this is important, can we stay? a little bit
Absolutely.
longer? So-
Yeah, I think that option should remain open for every meeting. If someone says, I don't want to leave yet, can we all stay and hash this out? Is there anything tonight that anyone wants to hash out? Beyond this, I think we did a great job adopting these statements. And we can put them out there, see if they want to add them to our place on the website.
I think we should send them to Lindsay
Yeah.
and Tracy.
Yeah.
And ask them if they could stick them up there.
Yep, well, I'm sure that Rebecca will send them along with the minutes, and then I'll forward them from there.
Yeah.
All right, motion to adjourn? Anyone? Can't do that. but- Oh, you want to, you would like to say something?
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Oh, we have,
We haven't adjourned yet.
Sorry,
Motion to
sorry.
adjourn?
Adjourn.
Okay,
Second.
second. All right, meeting adjourned
yeah.
You're adjourned.
at 7.
17.
Oh, yes.
Turn
I'm
it off.
sorry, the
Turn
motion
it
was
off.
by